SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So USF's offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, USF! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback moving. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They're bringing heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. The snap sets up the throw and wings it incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The aerial assault continues. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Pass. Now we're in the 3rd and goal. You'd like to see this part of the field where you can exert some of that physicality, run the football. I know you're doing it, and I know the field shrinks, but I'm going to be tougher than you, more physical than you, and I'm going to run the football down your throat.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. The quick out. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Offense facing 4th down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give and the run on 4th down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Johnson wants to throw it. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 4th down, going to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
He breaks a tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Bulls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They're going to run it. And more yards after contact. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Arkansas. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? It sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Johnson looking to throw. They're working that left side. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Bulls want to move quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. He lets one fly deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bulls. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Coming out with it, it's Gray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Flushed out of the pocket. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Afterburners coming. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Makes the grab outside. It's Duarte. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson looking to throw. Working the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. Finds his big tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. The running back has it. Touchdown, South Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 18 to Western Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. After the run, now to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45, on his way. And he breaks into the open. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
This is exactly why nobody wants a Jesse Palmer anymore. You want quarterbacks that can do that. Look at him, pick him up, put him down, just chewing up yards. It was supposed to be a pass, now turns it into a huge gain. Jesse Palmer never could do that.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Now on the counter. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the catch. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Going up top on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USF!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock. If you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
Brings up second down.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Brings up the second down and goal to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He wants it all. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession.
A shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. No huddle offense to the line. Quarterback will audible. Johnson wants to throw it. Floating away. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Feeling some heat. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Ray.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.